Okay, I hope I have shared screen. I hope everyone able to see the screen, and like my voice is also uh, clear and audible to everyone. Okay,
Yes.
good morning. Good evening. Yes. Okay, so let us start today. So actual from today, as we discussed yesterday. So from today onwards, I mean, this is you can consider this as an actual syllabus. So today we'll focus on the basic things, and like a little bit terminologies, architecture we will see. So I'll just show you. So we'll discuss most of the things related. First, let us discuss about this thing. So history, basic features, execution flow of Java program. So let us discuss first about history, like what is Java, like who is the team behind that. So what is a version we have started initially. Now what is the current version we reached. So like what is the motive behind this programming language developed, and like what is the team and all. So we'll discuss about this history. So basically, like in 1990s, like Sun Microsystem is one company. So it's like a normal IT company. So what happens here is like they got one of the project. So it is the meaning of like the project name is Stealth. Stealth. So they have hired some of the team members to work on this project and complete. The problem here is they have hired like around 4 to 5 team members where they need to focus on this project. Initially, this project is main requirement of this project is to develop microprocessor is nothing but which can be controlled with remote. Okay, so they thought that like on the time, like if we see like before Java, so C, C++, Pascal, multiple like Ruby, multiple programming languages are in the market. But the team is like when they have started the requirement of this project, like which is developed or which can be controlled or which can be used in different microprocessors, which can be controlled using a remote. So they thought that they formed as a team, like I can say like Patrick Norton, okay, so James Gosling and like Mike Sheridan, okay. So these are all the some of the team members they have formed, and they have divided their roles in the sense what is my role to develop this project. What is so here Patrick Norton focused on graphic systems is nothing but like if I want to build UI, so how the look and feel will be available. So James Gosling is nothing but like he's collecting the information. So what if we will pick it up existing programming languages which is already available in the market, and like what if we do, or what if we develop a new programming language for this project. So how much time it will take, like what is the budget it will take, all these things he is gathering, like James Gosling. Mike Sheridan, he is one of the team member. He is focusing on other areas related with functional requirements, validation perspective, all those things he is concentrating. So James Gosling thought that whatever the languages on the time, like during
Applying
1990s,
for residency
so
right
whatever
now.
the
Good luck.
language.
Grammarly has again been a lifesaver with my application and helping me write my personal.
Please cross check like whenever you join, right? So whether you are on mute or not, but it should not disturb others. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So he thought that like James Gosling thought that like the programming language is already available in the market, which is not suitable because of the dependency. In the sense, they need this project to work everywhere. In the sense, irrespective of your platform, irrespective of your configuration, everywhere it should work. That is the main motive of this project. So that what they have taken is nothing but they have started working on the project. So now they have developed this work. Initially, they have renamed or they have named the Java as Oak But after that, they realized that some other company already registered this name for some of the products. So later, what they have designed as Java is nothing but why they have named as a term Java is nothing but, so most of the people like who are already working and who know little bit of Java is nothing but, if you see like Java is nothing but like they have seen the visible or the importance of this programming language during the development. Again, like they have consumed a lot of coffee and all, so they thought that like they have developed this such a beautiful language and beautiful and powerful language where it will work everywhere is nothing but the independence, we can say. So they consumed more coffee from this. Okay, so this is a Java island, basically export coffee to all over the world. In the sense, during the work is nothing but these team members had consumed a lot of coffee and all, so that like they thought we can give or we can go ahead with this name. So that is the reason if you see like any Java, right, any official Java, so we will have tea and coffee saucer. So you see there will be logo. You see, right? This is like Java, like cup, coffee and saucer. So now if we go here, so I mean the image will be a bit bigger. This is the one. This is a history began. Like what is the why they have named it as Java is nothing but like it's a coffee name basically. So because like this is a Java island, it's nothing but it's a one location where they have developed this coffee and export over all the world. So this is they have initially defined this one. So later, in the sense, they have not stopped from here. So what is nothing but like again like Patrick Norton and Mike Sheridan, they have started is nothing but if I want to run in the sense like now I have a programming language, but if I want to run that programming language, I need some environment so that I can show like a static program, dynamic programs, multiple programs I can use in the sense then only we can know like what is the drawback and what is the advantage of this programming language, how much we can survive with this programming language in this program, like in this project. So what happens here is like these both like Patrick Norton and Mike Sheridan, they have started running a web browser. So we can say that name it is Hard Java. This is the first web browser is nothing but they have developed is nothing but to develop to execute the dynamic programs like which written in Java. So now in 1991, in the sense they have seen the potentiality, like now the programming language is working fine. So they have set up the Sun Microsystems, arranged one kind of a summit or a conference so that they have introduced this programming language, whatever they have developed to the industry or to the markets like who are already available. They have given some kind of a conference details and all. So in that they have represented like whatever this programming language and all. So this is 1991. So by seeing that potentiality, like we know, right, like www, World Wide Web, World Wide Web. World Wide Web. So whatever the website you are going, so it will give this World Wide Web. In the sense, in that Sun conference, so what they have realized is nothing but they have identified the potentiality of this programming language. So immediately, so if you see Internet Explorer, now Hot Java is a browser developed by Java. But if you want to execute those web applications, whatever I have developed in Java on internet, in the sense, if I want to utilize this using internet, so Internet Explorer and Netscape Navigator. Netscape Navigator and other
పెరగటం లేదేమరా చూడు మనం ఎగ్జిట్
please.
అయితే ఎంత లాభం అందులో.
So again, I'm saying just please cross check like whenever you're joining, whether you are on mute or not. Okay, that is the basic thing. Like we need to check not only here, like whenever we are joining in any call, if you're not supposed to discuss or supposed to talk, so we should go on mute. Okay. So Internet Explorer and Netscape Navigator, they have seen this potentiality during the conference. So what they said is nothing but like they have said like Sun Microsystems, our browsers is nothing but Internet Explorer is a famous browser, Netscape Navigator is a famous browser. They said like we can incorporate your Java so that like whatever the Java programs you are developing is nothing but same programs we can also support. In the sense, these browsers will support you. So from that, discussion on that happened in that conference. So like looks like in 1990s, 1996, they have developed this JDK 1.1. They have started the first version. Officially, they have released it in between 1994 and 1996. We can call that as a JDK version 1.0. JDK, like JDK is nothing but Java Development Kit. So now we are in 2025. What is the current version is nothing but we can say JDK 2000. Like we can say this is the current version, but this is not yet stable. But we can go with this one. Now the current version is 23. So we have started the journey here. So now still the versions are going on. The advantage of Java is each and every version they are introducing multiple features so that it will be easy. In the sense, it will be a flexible for the programmers or the developers who are using Java. In the sense, in the middle, major changes they have did JDK, like a JDK 8.8 version is nothing but like 8 version. Java 8 is a critical, is nothing but till Java 7, we don't have a much futures. In the sense like we have most of the functionalities in that area, little bit different to develop the programming as well. So JDK, we can say like 8 version is a major change and major effort like Java team members kept. In the sense, a lot of new features they have given. And again, like JDK 18, like this is another version in the sense like they have revisited total Java. They have modified the existing functionalities as well as they have introduced multiple functionalities. So in JDK 15, now, like once JDK 15 is there, already Spring Boot market was new and again like they're using, but this is the version JDK 17. This is the basic version. If you want to execute or if you want to develop the programs written in Spring or Spring Boot, this is the best compatible version, JDK 17. In the sense like JDK 17, that's why. So Spring Boot's, like I can say version, Spring 3.0 and like Spring Boot version like 6.0 is nothing but if you want to execute, if you want to work with these technologies, so this is the best stable version. Best, like even we can execute 17, but we will not see much issues. Like in JDK 17, like from backend environment will provide multiple options, multiple packages, multiple classes, multiple interfaces based on the requirement. Here our enterprise requirement. So this version will support from backend. So basically, this is a hierarchy. So as I said, like remarkable changes Java soft team has taken has in Java 8 only. In the sense, most of the concepts they have implemented. So during class by class, I will take what are the different features added in JDK 8. Like if you have seen the syllabus, I have mentioned features, one feature. So during running of the class, each and every class, like let's say like string arrays or interfaces or abstract classes. So like what is the change we did? Like earlier, how it will be. So now how flexible they have taken, like what are the other things they are supporting. So we'll discuss each and every version future in our regular classes. This is about history. Is nothing but like what is the icon we are using? Java is nothing but who is the team behind that Java introduced, like what is the main reason is nothing but. So when they have introduced this Java, they have demonstrated the features in the sense like why this Java, in the sense what are the basic features this Java programming language is nothing but. So this is main thing is like robust. This is one of the main feature of. This is the main feature of Java. Okay, this is the main, because why is nothing but they have introduced why robust meaning powerful language, we can say. Okay, what they have mentioned is nothing but Java supports inbuilt exception handling mechanism. No other programming languages will support. Is nothing but if you want with other programming languages, Yes, if we want to write own errors, exceptions, we don't have mechanism. We need to depend upon native things. Native interfaces is nothing but other programming languages. They have seen James Gosling is the person. He has observed that is nothing but this is a drawback. Is nothing but why can't we create our own exception handling mechanism so that we can maintain internally? The developer is the one who can maintain the internally. Whenever I want to throw or I want to handle the data, so I can use basic or inbuilt exception handling mechanism. And this is one of the future they have implemented and demonstrated. And one is independence. This is the main reason they have gone with the Java and developed new programming language. It's nothing but independence. Whenever we say independent, we will have two terms like system or platform independent. So Java is a platform or a system independence. What is nothing but a platform? Platform is nothing but a combination of your operating system and microprocessor. I can say like microprocessor or hardware. Okay, this is nothing but a platform. It's nothing but like initially they have not, the main motive is to develop a microprocessor. Okay, so which can be controlled with the remote. They don't know like they are going to develop a programming language which can be suitable for everywhere, like standalone application, enterprise application, micro edition, like mobile edition and all. They have not realized that this programming language at the end will support everywhere. Okay, so main motive of this language they have developed is nothing but this one, independent. Independent is nothing but irrespective of your processor. Whether you are using, for example, whether you are using Windows, Linux, Mac, it doesn't matter. If you have Java, you can execute the same program everywhere because same syntax, same package and all. I'll just explain this one. This is one of the feature they have introduced in the market. So why we need to use Java? And one more thing is nothing but high performance. High performance. What does it mean by high performance? Is nothing but I'll just give a one word, but when I show the architecture, what does it mean exactly this one? So if you take other programming languages, let us say like a C, C++ and all, so other programming languages like COBOL, so we have either compiler or interpreter. Is nothing but what does it mean by compiler? Interpreter. So whatever the program you are writing, right? Whatever the program we are writing, let's say like, I'll just explain that one also. Whatever the program you're writing, that is nothing but a source code. It's nothing but you're able to see, you're able to understand, and you're able to read it. That is nothing but source code. We are saying source code. For us, this is a source code in the sense that is a human understandable format. But machine is nothing but like how a system is nothing but whether that is a Mac laptop or any desktop or any configuration system you take, computer will only understand machine language or machine code, machine language. So this is for us. Source code is nothing but for us to understand like what we have written, what we are going to develop or design this one. So machine language. So this compiler or interpreter is a tool basically which can be used in any programming language. They will take the source code, convert it into machine language. Again, system will understand only this language. Zeros and ones, like we can call it as a bits, like 1 byte equal to 8 bits. So system will understand only this language. So what is these tools? Basically, it will do whatever the program you are writing, whenever you're executing that program, internally, they will understand that program snippet, syntax, and all, convert into machine language. So once the machine language is done, you will see the output, like whether that is an output or error, some response you will get. So who is doing from the backend is nothing but compiler. So high performance, why I'm saying is nothing but if you take any programming language, supports either compiler or interpreter, not both. Okay, not both. But here in Java, it supports both. So we have compiler and interpreter both. That's the reason high performance. High performance is nothing but Java is the only one programming language which supports internally compiler and interpreter to execute your program, so that it will take your source code, like whatever you have written or developed, convert to machine language with the help. So I'll explain in the architecture. So which tool we are using. So what is the basic architecture style? But for for now, these are the basic features I've implemented along with, in the sense of the programming language. So what are the features this programming language will support? Okay, so robust, as in like robust is nothing but a powerful. Independence is nothing but irrespective of your platform. So whether you're whether you are like I can say whatever the operating system or microprocessor you are using, so it supports everywhere. That is nothing but system or platform independence. Java is a system independent or platform independent programming language. And high performance is nothing but execution environment. It will create internally execution environment where it will support or use tools like Java compiler as well as interpreter to execute your program. So these are the basic things. So like what is the history? So who is the team behind, like which company has started this work and all. So why they named it as Java, and like what are the initial web browsers or vendors supported Java, and like what is the current version like using Java, like where are we, all these details, like basic details. So now let us go with these features, right? Let us go with the execution flow of a Java program. So execution flow of a Java program is like, before going to that execution flow of a Java program. So one point I want to highlight is, as I mentioned, Java is a platform independent or system independent program language, like system independent or platform independent programming language. So we can say object oriented programming language. This is one of the future they have given. So object-oriented programming language. What does it mean by object-oriented programming language? We can call basically in short term this one, object-oriented programming language. So in Java, like whatever the program you are going to do, like whether that is a basic program, like to print some small message, or you are performing any operations like addition of two numbers or division, or if you are performing or calculating some of things, okay? So each and every program in Java designed with this one, class, okay? Class and object. Class and object. So what is class and object? We'll go in detail, but to give, anyhow, we are discussing about the futures. I'll just give a definition and an example for this. What is an object? What is a class? Basically, object is nothing but which exists physically. Is nothing but what are we seeing? Like which exists physically, that is nothing but an object. Exists physically. So we are all objects, okay? So right now I'm not able to see you, but again, like we are all belongs to person. So now class is nothing but a group name. Group name, it is a group name which has or which derives a similar properties of a group. Is nothing but, let us take one example. So yeah, I have a slide. Let us show that. Okay. So if you see, this is a basic example. So what happens here is, if you see, right, like car, like we cannot see physically car, like we don't know, like if I imagine like what is car, so some of the cars will come into my mind, like a Baleno, Brezza, Audi, BMW, but we don't have a car, but we have some certain of a name. Is that thing? But what are the properties? So I'm able to see Baleno or Brezza, Audi. So that is nothing but object, like whatever we are seeing, like for example, so I'm able to see like a Trump. Yes, Trump is also an object. So I'm an object belongs to person class. You are an object belongs to person class. So let us take here, like again, if you take any animal we cannot able to see. But if I imagine animal is nothing but I can see like cat, dog, tiger, lion. These are all belongs to animal class. So class is nothing but a group name which provides or which gives particular similar properties. So let us take vehicle. Vehicle, we cannot able to see vehicle. Vehicle is a class. But if I consider vehicle like two-wheeler, it will come like, for example, like Activa. Okay. So four-wheeler, like as I mentioned, Audi car. So like again, six-wheeler, any truck you can take, a lorry, bus. Okay. So all are like, even train also we can consider that is a vehicle. So all are like whatever you are able to see physically exists in a world, that is nothing but an object. Okay, class is nothing but, class is a group name basically. So that's where this is a main future of a programming language, in the sense like a Java programming language. So what does it mean by exist? Like we'll discuss clearly in depth, but for now, what you can understand is nothing but Java is a platform independent object oriented programming language. That is one liner. So what does it mean by object oriented programming language is nothing but, so whatever the program you are designing or writing using Java, you need to use class and object. So without class, again, like without class, we cannot write any simple program. So what does it mean by class is nothing but class name. Class is nothing but a group name or a blueprint or a description of the properties or objects which you are going to use. Okay, if I say, for example, car is a group name. Car is a group name. So this will not exist physically. We cannot be able to see, but the examples or the objects belongs to this car is. So what? So example, this one. Okay. Yeah. Now execution flow of a Java program. So as I said here, so we need to write a Java program using class only. Okay. So what is the execution flow? We'll see. So how do we need to write a Java program? So what happens like when I run a Java program internally? So what are the tools in the sense like who supports internally so that you can see at the console or somewhere you see the response like where you are getting the output based on your input requirement. So what is the flow? Okay, so execution flow of a program. So as I mentioned, this is a Java programming language. Whatever the program you are designing, extension should be .java. Okay, so Java, like whatever the program you are writing, that is nothing but a source code. So now let us divide that here. Okay, so same thing I'll take here. So first .java. Now let us take one example, small example. So I'll just give walkthrough of this basic, like how we are getting. Okay, so for that purpose, so now as I mentioned, IntelliJ IDE we are using. Okay, so now let us open. Okay, before that, just create a workspace. Okay, so now just go here and create any workspace here. We'll just give AB workspace 2025. Okay, so this is one folder we need to create. Just create one folder. Now open IntelliJ. I'll just show you execution steps and all, but to execute or to make you understand the flow internally, I need to take one example. So this is our IDE basically. Okay, so now you just select one new project. Okay, new project. So now new project. So now you just go here. By default, it will pick one location. So you need to go with your workspace. What is the workspace you are using? So workspace is nothing but whatever the programs you are going to develop or save, all these programs will come here. Okay, so now you can just open. Okay, so now give this. Okay, this give some name of your project. So now let it be, don't change anything. By default, you take, right? Like by default, like if you have a Java already installed, it will pick the default version. Okay, so now language is Java. Again, like no need to change for now. No need to change anything. Only the thing is like we need to change the name. That's it. We need to update the name. So now just create it. Now what happens here? It will create some kind of a project structure for you so that you can go and you can start work. So now these are the, so if you see, right? So now if I expand this, so it will give all this because like I have installed Java. So this IDE is incorporating the Java version. So internally, so whatever the jar files it required. So all it will come along with your JDK. As I mentioned, like this is nothing but Java development kit. You see, right? JDK 17.JDK. JDK stands for Java Development Kit. As a kit, they are providing. With this kit, if you want, you can do anything like we can develop in Java program. So now this is a source. This is a source. I mean, this is a .ide is nothing but this is one kind of an extension IDE is providing. We can ignore. No need to discuss about this. Okay. So this is a supporting file of your program from that IDE. So now let us take this. So same, I'm just going to what is the program we are taking? Like first.java, right? Yeah. Let us take this. Now what I'm trying to do, now I'm going to create a new class. You see, right? Whenever, again, like always, you need to create your Java files in source folder. Otherwise, whenever you are executing this program, the supporting compiler will not recognize your code. Okay. So now you just go here. Now you come back. So now Java class. So now Java class. So if I select Java class, we are getting some of the options. As I mentioned, now we are in a stage that Java is an object-oriented programming language with platform independence features. Okay, so now let us create first. I'm just giving first here, new Java class. So now just hit enter. Hit enter. Okay, the advantage of using IDE is, so it is taking this one. So now you see, right? So I'm just hiding this. Now you see, right? Like if I have created this one, first.java, by default, I have not given any extension. Only I have typed first, if you have remembered or if you have observed. So by default, it took .java extension, which is the first part here. This is nothing but first.java. So now again, like if in source folder, it is showing C for you. C is nothing but this is a class which we have created. Again, as I mentioned, so if you want to write a simple program, so you need to use class. Again, this is a keyword. Again, this is a keyword. Whatever you are seeing in orange font, that is nothing but keyword. We'll discuss in depth. I just want to just check. So no need to go in depth here. So those who are beginners or those who are learning Java first time, okay, you just concentrate like how the execution flow will happen, like what are the pillars it will come. So how your program executed internally, like what is the supporting mechanism it will take, we are discussing here. So now let us just again, we'll discuss all these things in upcoming sessions in detail. Okay. So now main motive is just display a welcome message. Okay, this is a comment, display welcome message. So how to display in welcome message? So now whatever
it was. So no idea what it's gonna take. So
okay, whatever I'm typing, it is meaning it is I'm able to read it. Okay, I'm able to read it. Like even still, you people are able to read it. This is nothing but a source code. Okay, like human understandable format or human understandable language or steps we can say. Okay, welcome message. So yeah, welcome to everyone. Hope all are doing good. Okay, this is a welcome message. Now you see, so I have saved it. So now this is the first.java. So now this is the first.java. So now what is the next step? Like once we have developed or once we have written a source code or once we have written one small Java program, what is the next step? So as I mentioned, I want to compile. It's nothing but I want to see what system will give the output. This is my input. This is my input. I want to see whether system is able to understand this program and give the response back. For that purpose, yeah, let us follow some of the steps. Here at the bottom, you see this terminal. Okay, there is a terminal here, terminal. So now let us move. So now my program is in source folder. So now let us reach there. Okay, cd src. Now click this. Now if you see, hit ls. So now you see in my source folder, I have a first.java class. Okay, so now what we need to do is nothing but now I'm compiling this program so that a program will return me output. The main intention of a programmer or a developer, whatever he developed, right? So the main intention is once we execute our logic or once we execute our program or application, the main intention is like how the system will behave, what kind of a response it will give, whether that is a valid or any error or anything. Okay, so now what I'm trying to do, so now I'm compiling my program. So when I say compiling is nothing but Java compiler is nothing but I am trying to make whatever the source code I have written, I'm trying to make the system to understand the same thing. Okay, so again, like we know, system will understand only one language, that is nothing but machine language. Okay, so now with the help of Java compiler tool, so Java C. Okay, C is nothing but compiler. I'm compiling my program so that it will reach to this stage. Okay, so now Java C space your class name or file name dot Java. Okay, so now hit enter. So now you see, right? So we don't have any files here, only first.java we have. So when I compile, if you see, if we don't have any errors, okay? So now I'm just hitting enter. Now you see what happens here? Now you see what happens? Earlier we have only .java file. Now we don't have a dot class file. So how this class generated, like first dot class, what does it mean by first dot class? So whenever a Java program written, compiler will take this Java source code and convert into dot class file. So the dot class file is having bytecode instructions. So this is a new term, okay? So earlier I said, so we have only source code and machine language. Okay, so we don't know about this bytecode language and bytecode instructions and all. So now let us take. Actually, this is interesting. If you understand this architecture, then it will be easy, like to understand what is the flow, like how my program will behave internally, like what are the tools support my program, so that at the end I can see the response or the output based on my requirement. Okay, so now, so till we have not reached here, system is still not able to understand your program. Okay, so now what we did, we just compiled our program. So it generated bytecode, means this is .java. Now when I compile, it generated dot class file. So what is dot class file? Let us go and let us open. See, still I'm able to understand. So when I open this, still we are able to read it. But for us, we are able to read. You see, right? So source code recreated from a dot class file. You see, right? Decompiled dot class file, bytecode version. Bytecode, still I'm able to understand, like what is the program in dot class file, what are the steps. But you are giving this, you are getting some caution message. You see, right? Dot class file, it has all bytecode instructions, So now bytecode. So now we need to reach here. Still, we have not received any output. You see, right? Still, we have not received output. Only it compiled and it generated dot class file. So now come back here. So now for whom actually bytecode instructions is for whom? This is a bit interesting. You see, right? I have written one statement here. JVM is used to convert bytecode instructions to machine code. So this is our place. Like program output is our main motive. We are expecting some kind of a response from program. Is that right? From system. So like, again, this bytecode instructions is for whom? So again, like Java developers, I can say like Java developers, they have written, as I mentioned, Java is a platform independent. Like what they have written is something, but they have written one program. Okay, Java virtual machine. This is not a machine. This is one program. Okay, they have given inbuilt to your JDK software. So what it will do is nothing but, so these bytecode instructions it will take means this first class, like whatever the code available in this particular dot class file, we call it as a bytecode instructions. It will take and it will understand the bytecode instructions and convert it to machine code. But how it will convert? So what is the motive behind that? So let us say, so now how system independence will come into the picture? Like how can we say system independent here? So now let us take, so I'm using Mac. Okay, this is my processor. Okay, this is my processor. Okay, so now what we can say, this is nothing but a platform. This is nothing but a platform. Okay, this is my platform. So some of my colleagues, some of my team member or some of my colleague uses Windows with Pentium processor. Okay, so again, this is one platform. We can say platform is nothing but a combination of your operating system and microprocessor. So now same program we have executed with .java file. So what JVM will come into what is the role of JVM is nothing but whenever you are you install like Java in your particular machines, once bytecode instructions generate. Okay, so before executing, before converts that bytecode to machine code, you see, right? Machine code, system will understand only this code. What happens here is JVM will understand what platform we are using internally in my machine. So whether that MAC and interprocessor. So what it will do is nothing but it will convert these bytecode instructions to the machine language, which can able to understand or support by Intel processor. So it converts. So what happens here is converts, like JVM converts bytecode instructions from dot class file according to platform understandable format. Understandable format. Understandable format. Again, come back here. Now this is about Mac. So now you are using Windows. So same program, or you have written one of the program which you want to execute. So now again, JVM comes into the picture. Once you compile your program, JVM again comes in here. So now what happens? JVM converts your bytecode instructions from dot class file to according to platform understandable format, so that machine can understand. Understand. So this is nothing but independence behavior. Whatever the platform you are using. Okay, if you have a Java in your machine, so JVM plays a key role. Java virtual machine. That's why we can call it as a Java is a system independent or platform independent object oriented programming language. How is nothing but this one. You see, right? So Java source code, like compiler is not compiling and converting your whatever the source code to machine code. No, this is a mediator here. First dot class is a mediator. These bytecode instructions are important to understand where are you running this program. So again, that system, what is the configuration of that system? So JVM is the program which tries to observe like what is the processor we are using, so that it will convert that bytecode instructions according to machine understandable format, so that they will support internally. After that, it will generate that machine code. So now we'll go. So once JVM converts this bytecode to machine code, so now it will generate the program output. So that is a step. As I said, Java supports both compiler as well as interpreter. So now what we did, we have compiled our program. Now we are running that program. Okay. So now running, when I say running, okay, so we are taking that bytecode instructions to, we are taking that bytecode instructions and converting to machine language instructions. So now what I'm trying to do, so now let us say this one first. So now what I'm trying to do here with this command, I'm trying to convert this stage, like we are in this stage. So takes dot class file, now converting the dot class file instructions to machine language instructions, so that we are expecting some kind of a message from system. So now we are running this. So now I'm just hitting this. Now you see, we got something here, like we got something, right? So there is no change in a program hierarchy. Only we have two types of files. One is with the .java, one is with .class. So now you see here, so we got this one. So welcome to everyone. Hope all are doing good. This is a response from the system. Isn't it how the system is giving? So now what we are doing here, we are compiling our program. So now this means we are running our program, meaning that we are using compiler as well as interpreter internally. So, but who is playing a key role is nothing but JVM is using your source code and understanding the bytecode instructions, converting into machine language with the help of tools, so that at the end you can expect the output based on the requirement or whatever the input you have provided. This is the basic flow of any Java program. So let it be. So whether like we're using Java, J2E, like any technology, but this is a flow, is nothing but like whatever the program you are develop, internally, this will happen. Like these are the tools. It will come into the picture internally, and it will show you like what is the expected output you are able to see here. Okay. So now again, this is one way. If you see this way, then only you can understand the flow, or like how different stages, like I have created .java. So now I have converted, I have compiled so that it become .class file. So again, I'm executing that same program so that it generated the output. Okay, so now okay, so now let us see. So again, like as I mentioned, like what are the tools, how to execute the tools and all. So I'll just give the details to you so that I mean you can just try executing this. Like as I mentioned, like IntelliJ Community Edition. IntelliJ Community Edition we need to install. That is an open source. Okay. So now get install JDK 17 version. 17 version. So now again. IntelliJ Community Edition, you need to take it up. So now again, I'll share these details to you. So now just to walk through. So now we need to go here. Like this is a URL we need to use. Okay, let me just take this URL. Okay, so now to get it installed in my machine, what are the options I need to pick? Now you just take this. Now close this. So now you just use this URL. So now you see you are using like two types. So if you're using Mac OS, so now x64 DMG, like with Intel processor. So if you're using Silicon processor, you need to pick this option, ARM DMG installer. So if you're using Mac, this one. So if you're using Windows, so now you can just use this one, x64 installer. I have highlighted everything like a step by step what needs to be done. So now here, now this is like we need to get installed. So I will share the document also with the screenshots. So this is a straightforward download and install, like a plug and play, we can say, right? So you download and you follow the instructions, whatever it say. Next. In earlier version, we need to give a path in your system. So, but in advanced versions from 12 and 15, no need to set up external path. Only the thing is in terminal, so post installation of Java. So what you need to do to just cross check, what you need to do is nothing but you can just type like this, whether your system is executed successfully Java or not. So you see, right, Java version. So this is the one. So Java version is a command. So once it executed successfully, it will give. So now again, let us go with this is about Java installation, the path. Okay, so I will just paste in chat also. Okay, let me just complete this. After that, I'll just paste this. So now after that, what we can say, yeah, JetBrains. So JetBrains, so if I want to install IDE, so I need to go this JetBrains portal. Now developer tools, you just developer tools. So you select here IntelliJ, okay, IntelliJ. So IntelliJ, so now bit scroll a bit, or okay, you can download here, click on download here. So it will take you to page. So now here it will show you what are the available IDEs from IntelliJ. Okay, so now we can go here. Bit of scroll, you see IntelliJ Community Edition. So now built on open source, like open source, this one. So now if you are using Mac, again, you need to pick this option. Pick this option. So now again, if you are using Windows or any other, so it supports only Windows, Mac and Linux. So now if you are using Windows, you can just select and you can just download. Again, it's a straightforward. Again, no need to set any external paths and all. So once you have completed, you follow this, like as I said, right? So what you need to do, so you need to create one workspace folder. After that, you need to give a name so that your project will come like this source folder. You see, right? We have created only one program till now to understand the execution flow, first.java. So now first.class. So now you see, right? TN saucer. So now what is the logo they are following? Like what is the history? So why they are using this icon? So now like this. So now this one still I can open App Store, Java Launcher. It will open .class file. It will redirect to here only. So this one. But this understanding this icon, the history and the behavior flow is equally important to any programming language. Okay. So now let me just give it to you. So now these are the slides. Okay. So now to what I need to select and all. So I have shared. So I will share most probably the document also. So what are the steps we need to use? Now this is IntelliJ. Okay. So this is a URL we need to pass. So now click on developer tools the same way. So what I have shown. So IntelliJ we need to select. We need to click on download. Scroll a bit. So you see Mac IntelliJ Community Edition, like in the IntelliJ Community Edition. I'll just show you. Share these links to you so that it will be easy. Okay, so those who are freshers and new to Java, okay, I'll share one document. So what is the execution flow? If you still face any issues, post this class, most probably our team members also share the input, or for the time being, you can use a WhatsApp group also for 2 to 3 days. But I will prefer just drop me a mail related with installation. If you're facing any issue while installation, just send me a mail. Okay. Again, this is for freshers, like who are new to Java, they are learning. So now again, ID. Okay.
Yeah, very good.
So
I have a quick question. Can I take this?
yes. I am done with my part for today's class. Yeah, open to the queries, like whatever you have. So we'll take it up.
Before going to the queries, email address will be shared shortly with you in 5 to 10 minutes. And we will be responding to this email address till next 2 to 3 days. Once we are registered, once students get registering and they pay the fee, we'll stop responding to that email. So yeah, I will be sharing the email address in 5 minutes. And one more thing, I will soon share a community link. I hope everyone is a part of that community, WhatsApp community. If you aren't a part of that community, please join the community so that we will be sharing all updates about the course and you can be active with us. Yeah, you can start sharing your questions.
Yeah, thank you. Usually you mentioned that Java supports both compilation as well as interpretation, and you also demoed how we compile that. So
Yes.
can we also interpret that program too? And what is the difference it's going to happen if we interpret or compile?
Yeah. I'll just show you. That is a good query. Okay. So now I'll just share this, like what is compiler? Okay. Okay. So compiler, again, like both are tools. What they will do is nothing but, as I said, the functionality is same. Compiler is used to take your .source code file, convert to machine language instructions. So interpreter is also, as I said, like functionality wise, this tool is also used to convert your your source code statements to machine language instruction. But the execution level, this is a difference. Execution level differences is nothing but compiler will take, okay, compiler will convert total program. This whatever the step, whether that is a 5-line, like 10-line, 50-line, 150 lines, or 500 lines. Compiler tool which can be used like if you don't have any syntactical errors. Okay, so it will convert all the steps at once. So let's say 10 steps, or let's say 100 steps I have written in my program. When you compile, when you do this compile, right? When you do this part, Java, first.java, it compiles as a whole. It's nothing but whole steps it will take in one shot. It will convert to bytecode instructions or compiled language, like we can say this format. So, but the execution level is nothing but, interpreter is nothing but, as I said, the functionality is same, both doing the same job, but interpreter, what it will do is nothing but, it will go step by step, one liner. So if I have 10 lines in my code, so it takes some time. If I have 50 lines in my code, it takes some time, because here interpreter is nothing but execution or conversion of source code line by line. So here what we can say, interpreter, finally it will do its job, but it takes some time here, I have mentioned here high performance also. Okay, so one of the feature called high performance. Okay, so architecture, again, like I'll go here. So high performance, like why high performance? We have seen this drawback, right? So execution, conversion, source code line by line, but still we are sharing or we are providing. This is one of the future demonstrated in one of the conference. This Java is high performance. Like how high performance with this interpreter, because Java program are using both compilers and interpreters. But to answer your query, so the functionality and the difference between is it will convert the source code as whole in one step. Interpreter convert your source code line by line. Okay. There is a major difference, but the functionality wise, both are used to convert your source code to machine language. It helps internally.
Yeah. That means if we have 10 lines of code and if we are just making one line change, so in that case, do we use an interpreter instead of compiler, or it's going to be the same?
Both. For example, I'll just show the same program. So what for now, like we have a 6 lines of a code. What I will do is nothing, but I'm just adding one more change. Okay. So now what I'm doing, I'm just doing one more change. So now this one. Discussion going on. Program flow. Okay, I have added this. So let's see what I will do. I will just run this directly. I will not do anything. I'm just trying to run this program Java first. If you see, right, like we did one step we have added, or we modified some of the particular step. So now what I will do here is, so just hit enter. So you see, right? You see, but the expectation is 2 steps it should supposed to show. But here we got only one liner. So meaning that like based on the programming language, whatever the modification you do in your particular program, you need to follow the same steps again. So now to get this again, I need to use internally. So Java C first .java. I'm compiling this program so now if I see that, if I open this, you see, right? So I have not compiled, I have executed this program. So this step is not there in our .class file. You see, right? That is the reason still system is not recognizing this particular point. Now I'm just closing this. Now again, compile it. Now compile it. So now open your .class file again. Now you see, now this step is there. Now what you need to do here is, now again, you need to run this program. So when you do this step, right? When you do this step like Java first, now interpreter will come into the picture. So you are running the program. So what it is taking is nothing, but again, it will cross check internally step by step. So if everything goes smooth, now you see, we are getting these two things. So this is the internal mechanism. Explicitly, we cannot say. So when interpreter will come into the picture, like when compiler will come into the picture, with this particular command, right? Whatever the source code you have written, the main intention of compiler here is nothing but system will understand and convert your instructions so that you can get the expected output from your program. Okay.
Yep. I thought maybe Java C means compiling, and I thought there may be a separate command Java I for the interpretation.
Okay. Java C, yeah, Java C is a compiler tool. That's what, like in next session, I'm going to discuss about the architecture. So what are these tools, and also what we can say JDK. So how JVM will support internally. So now when I say here, like this is an architecture, right? Like we discussed it just now. So .java is converting to .class. Now here JVM will come into the picture, but actually how JVM is converting this .class file into machine code. So what are the libraries it will support internally, that we will go and discuss in upcoming session, so that it will be more clear for you. But for now, yeah, you can understand this Java C is a compiler, okay, which can be used to convert your source code to machine language, bytecode instructions. But internally, this Java C is using both interpreter as well as compiler. Okay, this is for compilation. When I say compilation, both compiler and interpreter will come into the picture. This statement is for execution. Execution is nothing but we are done with compiler. Now we need to run the program so that machine can give the output.
Makes sense. Thank you.
Guys, so the email to post your queries is shared in the meeting chat. You guys can copy it and ask the queries related to the current class. No queries beyond the class will be answered. Only the queries related to the class will be answered. And this email will be active for next 5 days. And after 5, we'll be sharing a new email address with our registered students.
Any other queries? So we can wait till like again like 2 more minutes. Can we have a Java version greater than 17? Yes, yes, absolutely. I'm saying like 17 version is nothing but so we are keeping in a mind of that Spring Boot technology, because like if I want to execute Spring Boot programs at the end, is that this is a basic version in the sense like if I use another version in the sense like in the middle of our course training and all, so no need to touch the version. So once you install this one-time activity, so once you install the version which I have suggested, if you are having greater than that versions, that fine. So don't go beyond that. In the sense, less than 17, it is not preferable. Above 17, it is preferable. Yeah, you can have a version greater than 17 also. If you don't have anything, then you can just go with, what I can say, you can go with 17. Role of JRE, yes, tomorrow we'll discuss about this architecture and all. Even
So, I have a question, Vaibhav.
yes.
When I click on the link which you provided in the
Mhm.
first, for the Java,
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
asking me to sign into Oracle. Is that something I need to create an account over there?
1 second, let me see this.
Yeah. When I click on that to download on 64-bit installer,
Mhm.
it's asking
Oracle, yeah, yeah.
me.
From last, I think 1 year, it is asking is nothing but creating an account. Is nothing but account is nothing but only they are allowing registered users. Like you can give any personal email ID, like whatever the Gmail ID you are using for download and all. So if it is stopping you to download, yeah, you can register. Is nothing but this is an official Oracle site, right? So they are allowing only registered users. It is not paid. It is totally open source. Is nothing but a free. So just registered as an Oracle user, download it. If you want, you can deactivate your account also, post that.
And I did see a shortcut for this download also, Mehboob. So in the IntelliJ, when we are selecting JDK, there is an option called download JDK. We are able to select the version. It's directly pulling that, downloading that
Yeah.
and getting.
Yes, 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 that is also possible. But this is an official site. Why I have
Ah.
pinged is nothing, but you can just have a look on what is happening in Java in the sense like what are the current downloads, like again, like latest releases, all those things. That's why I have given. This is an
Gotcha.
official, right? Yeah, we can use IDE also. Directly you can pull from that also. Yes, yes. Continue without signing, or like in IDE directly you can just search and install. That is also possible.
Oh, ID in the sense, okay. The second link you were saying, I'm new to this.
Yeah, yeah,
Sorry
yeah, yeah.
about asking all this.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. First you can install. Okay, so just try
Mhm.
without signing in, if possible, if it is allowing to download.
No, not really. It's not going forward
Okay.
without
Then then
creating.
then 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 download this IDE. Okay. So first IDE.
Mhm.
After that, I'll just show you. So how to.
Okay, sure. I'm doing it.
Okay, I'm sharing a screen and I'm showing the option like even
Yeah,
with
sure.
IntelliJ, once you download where you need to go and you need to see. So this is in our ID, right? So just let me close these files. So, okay. So now what you need to do here is just go with the file option. Okay. So now you need to see project structure. So, this is one option it will give. So now you click this project option. So now what you need to do here by default, now I have a SDK. That is the reason it is showing. Now what you do here is you can just drop down, open this drop down. So now you can just give download JDK or add JDK. So download JDK, this is one of the option. So if it is, if you're not registered with that Oracle site and download that, that is an official. Even I followed the same thing. So created account, downloaded, and after that deactivate account. That is one way, and this is also one way.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
So once we downloaded the ID, from there we can download the JDK you were saying.
Yes. In your case, like first you do this, as I mentioned, like first you downloaded this. So you're using Mac or Windows?
No, Windows.
Yeah. In case of this, like whatever the link I have shared, right? You just take this and you just scroll a bit. So now you download this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's it from my end today. Okay. So we'll meet tomorrow again with another concept. Yeah. If you don't have any other queries, we can close the call.
So while installing IDE Community Edition setup, it's asking about installation options like create desktop shortcut or update path variable restart needed. So do we
You
need
can
to
just pick according to your system. You can just pick. No need to choose any path. Can you share the screen? It's a like direct next. By default, it will pick in the sense like if you're using Windows, it will take like a C program files kind of that structure.
I'm just sharing the
Default
screen.
path. Yeah. Default path it will take. Yes.
Sharing is not turned on. What is it?
Share me the
Request.
screenshot. Share me the screenshot. I'll just check that.
Yeah, request has been sent. Oh, screenshot I need to share.
Yeah.
Unless,
Screenshot options.
sir, I think students cannot share the screen unless they are made the host. So if you have,
Screenshot. Pick screenshot.
Oh, okay.
Options.
Yeah, I'm just giving you the screenshot. Okay. Yeah, I just sent it in to everyone. I need to send. Okay. I'm sending you right now.
Okay.
Sorry, I just sent to the other person. Harish. Okay. Vasha, I just sent it to you.
Okay. Okay, you select create desktop shortcut.
Okay, the IntelliJ IDEA Community Edition.
Yes.
Okay.
IntelliJ Community Edition. So second option is not required. Add open folder as project. So every time it will ask you. So no. Okay. So now create associations. That is also, yeah, you can just first select, you can just select only .java.
Okay.
.java.
How about
So add bin
update path?
folder to the path. Yes. But the restart is required. Yeah, you can select add bin. Actually, these are all not required. So in the sense like these are all not required, but yeah, you can select add bin folder to the path. So once you do this, right, like it will ask you to restart your IDE machine. You need to restart. After that, you can whatever the option I have shared you, right? So now what you need to do here is you need to install Java again there. So with the link I have provided, or you can just follow the second link, go to that IDE project structure, add JDK.
Yeah, sure. So when I click on the next button, it's asking me select the start menu folder in which you would like to create the program shortcut. You can also enter the
That
name
is a
to
system
create
option. Yeah, that is a system option. Yeah, we can select. You are getting any option there?
Yes, a lot of options are there.
Okay, you can just click on next. It will pick a default one. In the sense, that is an icon. In the sense, it will show, right? So in desktop shortcut, this is one of the icons. So how can you launch the IDE from your machine? Okay, so while I'm trying to
We have a lot of options like 7-zip accessibility accessories, administrative tools, Atlantician, Chrome apps, Cisco Java, Git Java, Java
next, without
development.
selecting that, is it allowing you? Without selecting that, is it?
Yeah. Just it's asking me to install.
No, that's it. You can continue. No need to select any options there. So desktop shortcut icon is important. Rest is not required. Okay, so while I'm trying to download IE in Mac, the application cannot be opened. What is the error you are getting?
Application cannot be opened.
Application cannot be opened. So what is the file? DMG file only you installed? DMG we need to select because our system will not recognize.
Yeah, now it's getting downloaded.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, just do. Tomorrow we'll discuss like if anyone is facing an issue. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thanks much.
Yeah.
If anyone have the issue, you guys can always try emailing us. The email is shared in the chat.
So immediately we can get the response, or we need to wait for it.
From the instructor, you can't expect the immediate response, but we will give it as soon as possible because he is also a working professional. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's it. I'm ending the session. If you guys have any queries regarding the course, you can WhatsApp me. Thank you.